A very good morning. You're watching NDTV 24/7. I'm Divya Wadhwa. Let's get you our top story, and this is in regard to the parliamentary security breach, where the Delhi High Court is granting bail to the accused. The parliament security breach in 2023, in the month of December, the court has said there were no posts on social media. The accused cannot leave the capital, and the security breach as far as the parliament attack anniversary is concerned. Two people jumped into the Lok Sabha chamber incident when the house was in session. The accused was held. He was holding canisters with yellow gas. Do remember the visuals that were... We have my colleague Nupur joining us to get us the very latest on this. Nupur Dogra, what is the latest that is being said in regard to that breach that we saw as far as security is concerned? You know, that man who was holding those canisters inside the parliament, this is inside the Lok Sabha chamber, and that security breach that took place in December of 2023.
Yes, of course, in a very big development today, the Delhi High Court has granted two of them, that is Anmol Shinde and Neelam Azad, bail on certain conditions. The Delhi High Court has put these conditions on the two accused in UAPA case. Remember, the same bench had questioned in the last hearing while reserving the order when the arguments on the Delhi High Court had questioned that if using smoke canisters can be qualified as a terrorist activity under the UAPA. So basically, the court had expressed this view that of course, there was a parliamentary breach, of course, there was a security breach. But could that security breach, which was not harmful because there was nothing in the smoke canisters and it could not have impacted them in any way. So taking note of the actions they had taken, the court has granted them bail for now, but has put very strict conditions on them, which includes a bail bond of 50,000 rupees, restricting their movement to Delhi only, and they will have to report to the police station in Delhi three days a week. So there are certain very tough conditions on them, including no posts on social media regarding the whole parliamentary attack, parliamentary breach that they did. So this is in fact coming as a big development. However, a detailed judgment is still awaited, but for now they have granted this relief to the two accused in the parliamentary breach case.
Right, Nupur, take us through, the case against these people. Of course, there were two accused who had breached the security. They had entered the session of the Lok Sabha. They were holding those canisters with the yellow gas. So what is it that they wanted to achieve with what kind of signaling, what kind of messaging were they putting across? And this really was on the anniversary of the parliament attack.
Yes, of course, Divya. If you remember, they had entered the parliament. They had breached the security. They were carrying these smoke canisters and sprayed colored gas from these canisters inside the premises of parliament while shouting slogans like "Tanashahi nahi chalegi." So this in fact, what they had often said while the arguments were on in the High Court, they had made these points that they were trying to make a statement. They did not mean to harm anyone or try to attack anyone, but they wanted to make some kind of statement in favor of democracy, as they wanted to paint their narrative. But previously, the courts have denied this narrative, and they have seen it as a nuisance, complete nuisance. However, this relief today has come in the view that they were charged under UAPA, but the court has taken a view, the High Court had taken a view while reserving the order that they were in fact only smoke canisters, and imposing terrorist charges under UAPA might not be possible in this case. So that's why probably this is the reason why they have been granted bail today. More details we'll get to access, and it will become more clear that on what all grounds the High Court has granted them bail once the detailed order copy is out.